after gathering the information, what a retailer do, normally they select the merchandising source, which is the second step in this process. So what a retailer choose normally, he has the company owned suppliers, means the manufacturers, outside regularly used suppliers, and outside normally new suppliers. And what is actually you will observe in this whole process, in this whole selecting merchandising source, what you will do, that the relationship between the suppliers and between the retailers, normally you will find some friction in it also, because the retailer has some different objectives and the suppliers have some different objectives. So where both the objectives will met, normally it will turn out to be a very positive thing, and will both the benefits both the parties will get will be into a win-win situation. That is actually the key. Once you are able to get this win-win situation, you will have, of course, the best prices you will have the best margin for yourself, and you will have the best prices for your customer. So the customer will be benefiting and you will be benefiting as a retailer also. And of course, manufacturer will be getting the fair share. He will be benefiting also at the end of the day. So let me share it with you. An outside source of supply. So what can be the, if you go into more detail of it, let me give you a quick example. So first of all, if it is, what are the sources and what are the characteristics of these sources? So first of all, we have manufacturer, which is we call normally company owned. So these are actually, what are the characteristics of manufacturer in this case? They're actually physically producing or manufacturing goods, may provide shipping and credit. So such kind of suppliers which are actually manufacturers, or they are company owned, what they do, they manufacture, they give you delivery facility, means they can deliver the products at your doorstep at your retail store, and most of the cases also they are going to give you the credit facility also, because the best business model is that you buy product on credit. So this is what is manufacturer is all about. Then second source of supply is full service merchant wholesalers. So there are three kinds of full service merchant wholesalers. One is the general merchandise, the second one is the specialty merchandise, and the third one is the rag jobbers. So we have three full service merchant wholesalers. And what are their characteristics normally? So they buy goods from manufacturer, performs many services for retailers. So normally these kind of full service merchant wholesalers, they're directly in contact with the manufacturer. And then what they do, they perform many services. For example, they give you transportation, they will sort goods for you, they will give you credit facilities, they will give you the information which we discussed in the step number 1. So they really help in identifying these things. Normally these kind of wholesalers, they carry a wide assortment, they carry a deep assortment. So the width and depth of the assortment of the required products will be very much there. And then they bring and set up their own displays, usually deals with non-food items in supermarkets and other stores, may be paid after merchandise is sold. So another facility, first of all, they normally give credit, and then you will observe in most of the cases also that they give payment on sale agreement. Sale base means they give you the product. Once they are sold, then you are going to pay for them. So the third type, the third source, outside source of supply, is limited service merchant wholesaler. So there are three kinds of normally limited service merchant wholesalers. One is the drop shipper, one is the mail order, and third one is the cash and carry. So what is the characteristics of limited service wholesalers? Same as full service wholesalers, normally they offer almost everything, but of course the width and depth of the assortment will not be very much there. They normally focus on the catalog sales to small retailers, especially the cash and carry stores. They sell the products through some post, which is, for example, Metro has a Metro post, or let's say Walmart has some posts. So catalog selling is the key, and the store is where the small retailers buy and sell. Normally their target is to serve to the small retailers in general. Fourth type of source is agents and brokers. So they do not take title to goods. Normally they are not responsible for the ownership of the goods, means they don't ownership remains with the manufacturer. They work as an agent, they work as a mediator, they work as a bridge between a retailer and the manufacturer. So normally all kind of auction companies, salespersons, brokers, sales agents, they are normally part of this supply source. So they also help retailers. You will observe, for example, area retailers. If the small area retailers, normally they buy from either brokers, either middlemen or agents. So they are the fourth source of supply for a particular retailer. So now we have discussed the second point, which was the outside sources of supply, or identifying the sources of supply, sources of merchandise for a retailer after getting the information. So we have these core four major principles, these four major sources, and the retailer sources of supply generally overall depends on all these four types of sources.